Okay. Hi, this is Randy Altman with Post Perspective. We're here at SIGGRAPH 2017. This is Digital Domain's Doug Roble. And Doug has been with Digital Domain for, would you say the beginning?
Yes, I was the 33rd employee hired. I was hired in 1993, and so this is my 24th year now.
So you've seen a lot of change within the industry.
Yes, I've seen the ups and the downs and everything. And
yeah.
You watch it, and back then, computers were just starting. That was the whole premise of Digital Domain's name, is that we can go away from building models and doing everything in camera and doing it in the computer, and then we've watched that progression happen.
So you deal with software. So tell people what your day-to-day job is.
I am the Director of Software R&D there. I manage a team of software developers at Digital Domain. We try to create new tools for artists, and not pipeline tools. That's actually a different part of the company. We try to give the artists new tools to do things that they've never been able to do before, or make hard things easier. So we're building tools for things like how to do hair really easily and really fast, how to do facial animation as realistic as possible, how to simulate a human body, how to do the best fluid simulation, that kind of thing, and give new creative tools to artists.
So I remember a time when water was like the biggest, that was like everybody was trying to crack realistic water.
Right, I know.
So what is, if you had to pick the thing now that people are trying to crack, what is it?
It is the uncanny valley.
It's
trying to create digital humans that just you can't pick out in the film frame. Yeah, that's it.
So do you think it's going to happen? Are we close? Have you seen anything that's been impressive?
Well, you look at the movies that we've done, the Benjamin Button and Tron, and as we get farther and farther up the timeline, they're getting really good. We've done movies where entire scenes have been played out with digital actors that the audience can't tell are digital actors. It's cool. Usually they're a little bit farther in the background, maybe some stunt people, maybe some things, but you just can't tell that they're not the real actor, and they're doing crazy things. So that's really cool. I think that's
absolutely cool.
But full on, me sitting next to you in front of a camera like this for a long time with no cuts, that's still really hard. It's because the lights are right on you. You are on screen and you're real. And if I'm a digital character, then the audience can compare and contrast. They can look and they go, wait, one of these things looks weird. And that's like Roble got it way back in the Titanic days and taught me a little lesson. We were doing ocean simulations for Titanic to sail on, and all the water in Titanic was fake when it was far away. The oceans were completely digital. And for the longest time in Titanic, we were changing parameters, doing all sorts of things, tweaking it so that it looked as good as water. And Rob would look at shots of a real ocean, and then he'd look at shots of a digital ocean. Shots of a real ocean, shots of a digital ocean. And then at one day he said, all right, stop showing me shots of a real ocean, because I'm going to replace every single ocean in this movie with that digital ocean that I see there. And the audience is going to be sitting there with their phones or whatever, looking and going, yeah, that's not real, I can see real, it's good enough. And they don't have any other reference than what's in the movie. So that's the trick with digital humans. We want them interacting with a live person that's sitting right next to them on the screen, and you can't tell that they're fake. And that's the hardest thing of all. That's really hard, because people are so good at recognizing humans.
Yes.
Man, they're really good.
So that's something that you guys are still working on? Is it just like an ongoing process?
Oh, we've been putting a lot of effort into it over the last decade, really, but the last 5 years we've really been concentrating on it hard.
So there's so many things that you could be doing, your department. Do they come to you and say, look, we want to do a movie and this is what we want to accomplish in it? Go away and come back with something. What are they asking of you the most right now, other than the uncanny valley?
Well, the uncanny valley. Well, that's just the thing. I mean, there's always digital domain, like any visual effects company, has a limited amount of budget for true software development, and you can see again when in the 90s it was like compositing tools and computer vision algorithms to do tracking and all this stuff. That was new. You couldn't get that in packages, so we were putting a lot of effort into that. In the 2000s, it was all about destruction and fire and fluid simulation. We did a lot of development on that to build up our tools in that. And in this year, you can get some really good fire and destruction and blowing things up with Maya and Houdini, right? By all these packages, you can just buy it.
Yeah.
What you can't buy is this. If you asked an artist who was just armed with Maya to put together a realistic human digital creature, it would take them forever. It's just a huge amount of effort. There's so much that they can't do. And so that's what we're trying to do, is say...
So that's when you come in and you write on top of that.
Yeah, we say, wait, we can throw some math at this. We can do some really cool computer science in order to push this forward.
It's very cool.
Yeah.
Before I let you go,
okay.
What have you seen at the show? I don't mean to put you on the spot, but have you seen anything at the show that's been kind of cool, impressive, something you want to investigate more of?
Well, I know VR is a big thing, but for me, especially as a software developer, and it's pretty obvious, the machine learning technology that you see coming out of Google and Facebook and stuff, they've built their entire corporations on a foundation of a lot of stuff, but machine learning is a big thing right now. And it's just starting to permeate visual effects and animation. And if you look at the research papers that are in SIGGRAPH this year, and you look at how many things have the word learning or data-driven or convolutional neural nets, there are a lot of them, and some of it is impressive as all get out. There was a paper session in the morning yesterday about manipulating video based on machine learning. And you probably have seen it. There's a thing where they've taken Obama and made him say different lines while he was giving a speech. This is really cool. It's really scary. It's really cool.
I was going to say it's cool and scary.
Oh, it's totally scary. But it's, we're in visual effects. We love doing that fake kind of thing. So if we can do that, think of the tools that I was just in a paper right now where they had done some really cool analysis on, they had a script, a whole bunch of shots that were taken on set of, just normal film. They did a close-up shot, a wide shot. They basically did a full-on production of filming this script. Now, next thing is editing, right? Well, they have a tool that will look at all the film that was shot, look at the script, attach the lines of the script to the various chunks of the film, and then you can tell the tool, I would like this shot to concentrate on the actor's face, keep away from jump cuts, basically set the mood with this, and you just specify mood kind of things, and you press a button, and it edits the movie for you. And it did a really good job. It's a rough cut of the movie, but oh my gosh, it was cool. And you start thinking about this, and the tools that that kind of thing is going to give to filmmakers is going to be insane. I want to change the actor's performance afterwards. I'll just type a new line for the actor to say. It'll sound like the actor. The mouth of the actor will change. We won't even have to create a digital actor. We can just change the performance on the fly. So, you asked what was exciting me? That's exciting.
That is exciting.
Is so cool. It's really scary.
Is that real though? Or is it still developing? Is it like, it's just, how far away is it? It
is very close to being real.
Holy
it is
cow.
Really close. You'll see it in the next 2 years, I would imagine. Yeah. So, hey, talk about post.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, this paper, you took all your film, the script, and then you could say, I want this kind of edit, and it just produced the edit for you. And then you could change it, and it would, and then all you have to do is tweak it. It was cool.
Pretty cool.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for coming and sharing all this, and
my pleasure.